Hello, welcome to the DX Kamen belt, Henshin belt review. This is for Kamen Birth. Reason why I got this right now because it's been reduced to 180 Hong Kong dollars, and this isn't the standard Japanese edition, even though it's identical to the Japanese edition, apart from one thing. In the instruction manual has English and traditional Chinese printed on it, and has a little pamphlet inside you see inside that also has Chinese on it. So I think it's either a Taiwan. It can't be a Taiwan release because the Taiwan O's belt actually has different language in it, and I think there's a Mandarin version of the O's belt, and there's also a Korean version that sounds different from the Japanese edition. But so this must be an export copy for Asia, but not a Taiwanese version because the belt sounds are still just the standard Japanese stuff from the show. So if you like those and you still haven't bought some of those belts yet, do be mindful. Like if you see a Korean version or like a Taiwan or mainland China version, they might sound different. Decade stuff sounds the same. Double stuff sounds the same apart from the Korean one. It has really weird sounds. And the rest of them are O's. Again, you have the Mandarin and Korean version. Fours, I'm not sure. So far, I haven't heard any different sound versions. So Wizard and Gaimon, I don't know because the shows are a few years behind compared to Japan. But anyway, so this one's $180, and so is the O's belt. The O's belt, that is $180. Doesn't have this flap on it. It's like more of a square box. So if you've seen that version around, it only has Japanese printing on it. So I'm going to assume it's like the same export copy. Which is totally fine because the toy and the box itself is the same. It's just the instruction manual looks different. But you know, some hardcore collectors are like, oh no, it's not a Japanese thing. So where did I get this for $180? I got it from the Chinese shop called Jingban. I'll put the name in the description below. In Hong Kong, and they've got a few stores, but the bigger one in Sumsui has these belts. Only have a few left. They had 2 of the birth belts left. The other box is a bit more, like slightly more, that the edge is a bit damaged. So I got this one, but that one's the last one there. And they also have a few O's belts there. So if you want to pick up an O's belt for super cheap, the DX standard edition, not super best selection, just standard edition O's belt with a square box for 180 Hong Kong dollars, go ahead and go there and get it. Hurry now because they'll be gone. Well, maybe. They have like 5 or 6 there. So anyway, birth. Not proto birth, I got just normal print and the belt all there. You get 2 cell medals. And here's what it looks like on the top of the box. And most of you already know what this belt is like, but hey, since I got it, I'm gonna review it anyway because why not? Picture of birth with his I think it's the drill arm. No, not the crane arm. No. And here is just birth with nothing, just standing there. And on the back tells you, oh look, it's got all these different lights and stuff. Going for different modes. So basic instructions go, so you say, hey, you can put these medals in the O's driver. I'm not going to put these medals in the O's driver because I already did all the sounds in the O's driver with the premium O's medal collection. So if you want to look at that, just look at the O's premium medal collection video for all the sounds, because I'm not going to repeat that because it all sounds the same. And the bottom of the box. So open it up, pull the cardboard tray out. On top here you have the instructions manual, which is taped down to this cardboard. Unflip that, and it's not taped down, so let's just get that out. Like I said, there's a little pamphlet inside, unfolding. You can see it's all in Chinese, telling you the other things you can get. How to use the medals when there's still the O's driver on the Gampa machine. Put the cards in, make sure the first one is O's, and then put the medals in, and you look at the different forms, put the 7 medals in. Oh look, you get 7 medals with the Candroids, the sword, and etc. Get them from the Gashapon machine. Everything we pretty much all know if we collect these things. But the Hong Kong Gampa machines all have 4A drivers on them now, so you know. Which is a real shame because the old medals look so good but you can't do anything with them when the Gampa machine's gone. That's why I didn't collect any rider medals, because it was pointless for me after the Gampa machines were gone. only the ones that activate sounds in the belt I collect. That's why I got the premium box, so that instantly unlocks all the sounds. I don't have to bother getting any more medals. So that, like I say here, basic instructions, you've got traditional Chinese and English, which is good for those who want to buy toys, like in the overseas. Like if you're watching this and you're an English speaker, of course you're English speakers, you're watching this, and you're overseas in America or Europe or whatever, then this would be pretty good. Like things to do, things not to do, and on the back, this is the important bit telling you how to activate certain sounds. And like it says on the top right corner, it says drill arm is blue, shovel arm is yellow, crane arm is green, cutter wing is yellow-green, caterpillar legs is purple, and breast cannon is red. Put 2 cell medals in for the extra sound thingy. It also says that the belt will reset in after 45 seconds of inactivity, and like it's still Henshin, but like you've already Henshin, but you know the sounds cycle through different weapons, and if you wait for 45 seconds, it'll just stop and restart. Like I've actually already opened this once, just have a quick look inside, but I put it all back in. I haven't put the batteries in, so this is what it looks like inside. You got the little belt tidier. So get this out. There's a lot of extra space there, which I guess you can use to store extra medals and whatnot. Got the 2 belt straps. Oh, get this out. Put all the plastic bags behind me for easiness. Same as the old belt, you know, standard generation stuff, where both, I think, only one end clicks in. No. The meat of the package, the actual driver. Birth driver does have a protection plastic sheet here. I'm going to tell you right away, this thing, as always, these DX toys look like it's been slightly scratched depending on your luck. And this one here, the transparent plastic, overall looks really good, but the transparent plastic on the top of the birth opening looks like it's got a bit of some marks there, and that's not cool. So I'll just, oh, there goes the tripod. It's only a matter of time. Anyway. And finally, you have these 2 cell medals, which I already cut the bag open. I just push them out. Cell medals for me, they're always just made out of plastic. They never have that as metal, even the ones in here. So if you're looking for a certain DX version, you're not going to get any. All the premium metal collection, all of those were just plastic as well. So you don't get anything special there. So if you get the candy toy Gashapon, if you get the Gashapon version, it's pretty much the same as all the candy toy versions. They're all complete plastic, just single color. So silver mixing color plastic. So nothing too special. Of course, the premium Bandai metal pack did have these sort of weathered and sprayed, a bit of like a black wash. The belt itself, I'm going to zoom back out again. And seriously, right, I have this upside down. Let's see, L and R. This one says L. So, and this one says R on the back. So yeah, I'm gonna get this. Doesn't matter which way up. I do like this color, it's a bit different, very dark color. Of course, as always, these are kid size, so some people say just get a piece of string to do your like attachment and stuff, but I did buy 1 attachment extension, and it makes life so much easier just to do that, and I don't have to bother about this stuff. But you know, you can see that it's a pretty big size. Personally, for me, yeah, I'm 24, and one extra attachment is big enough for it to fit me. It's a bit tight, but it fits. If I go on a diet, it'll be totally loose. So, come on. Fit. I mean, I'm not trying to wear it right now. I'm just trying to slide the belt in with the strap things. Come on, get in. Right, there we go. So, yeah, the belt itself, you know, it just spins to a certain point and it'll pop the thing open. Like you hear, it's smooth, 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 and oh, it's a bit tight, bit tight, bit tight. Click. The belt is, I think it looks slightly squished compared to its show counterpart. Like it doesn't seem as wide, so the whole thing looks a bit more chibi style. Which, that's not cool. I mean, it looks way thicker than it should be, but I wish this was slightly just a bit bigger. I mean, it could have. I mean, for the price you pay for, like the original price anyway, it definitely could have looked a bit better. I mean, there's still room in the box, and you know the mechanics, not, you know, it's not like this can fit like mechanics in a slightly different shaped machine anyway. And this thing, even without the batteries, does feel quite heavy, and I don't understand why. Because essentially inside, it's basically a mechanic with a sound chip inside. It doesn't. You just click a button. There's no scanning involved. So I don't know why this thing is so bulky. And one thing I'll say is, if you just listen to this now, that's really loud. Let's do that again. Okay, it's gonna click. That's really loud. So what I would suggest is, if you could, maybe glue or stick a bits of just a bit of not rubber, like maybe like a rubber strip, or like a bit of those expanded plastic things, you know, the spongy plastics, just there, so it would, you know, because if you do that, just stick your fingers there and it pops open. It doesn't, you know, it sounds a lot better. Look, see, look, see. So, as for how much it affects the sound, well, you'll see in a sec. So, yeah, the rest of the details, the gold here is really nice. The red metallic is my favorite. I do like all these little patterns here. At the bottom, nothing too special, but even the back, there's detailing going on. So, you know, it does try to be like, hey, look, this is a mechanical thing that actually henshins and stuff. So overall, the weight of this does feel quite good, and the detailing on it is quite good. I just wish it was just looked a little bit less chibi, but it might be me. It just looked a bit bigger in the show, and of course, yeah, the medals in the show are way bigger, so the size isn't correct. But you know, oh well. So yeah, power button is here. Would have been nice on the bottom, so it's more hidden, but it's hidden enough, I guess. And it also would be nice if the speaker hole was on the bottom, because here it looks very obvious. Damn it. So I do like that really bright green. Takes 3 AAA batteries, and it uses one of those compartments where it has a little peg there that you got to push down to open. So it's not a screw, you just get a pen and peg it down, which is so much better than screwdriver ones. I do like these pegs way more, but let's turn it on again. That looks good. So yeah, there's a little bit of spring here. Oh. Yeah, the button's already there. That the button is spring loaded in there, so the coin stays there. You can just kind of push it already, and so we can definitely do the thing where Dante does, which just goes bloop, like it bounces in, and that's really cool. So let's turn it on again. So it cycles through all the colors, and then it yeah, it cycles through all the colors, and then it'll keep flashing for a while. I think this is the 45-second thing. So you just it'll cycle through the attacks. I'm not going to bother closing this because it'll just affect the sound. You heard the sound. It's a really loud bang that affects the sound. Also the sounds, you can see it'll keep flashing in blue, and if you want to do the special attack, you just put 2 coins in, and this thing can store 2 coins inside. So you see that after you did the cell burst, it still remembered which position you were in the weapon cycling. Because it saw there, like when it's doing the sound, the coin button is deactivated, and because it's spring loaded on both sides, there's a little spring like trigger here, these coins will not fall out at all. If you only have 1 coin in there, it can fall backwards up into the slot, you can see there, but it doesn't come out, so that's good. So yeah, for the cheap price it is right now that I got it for, I think it's great. But, you know, for the original price, you really gotta think if you really like Birth or not. And Birth, Dante-san is super cool. The other one, I forgot his name, he's alright, but Dante-san is the cool one. But yeah, Birth Driver, there's really not much to it. Like, it's, for me personally, I think it's like a collector's item more than a toy, because while it does have a toy function, it is very limited. It's almost like just a bulky guy memory to us, and it resembles sort of belts from the more older times. Like if you say you got the Kamen the Kuga belt, there's not really too much you can play with it. Like if you got Agito's belt, there's even less playability there. But with all the newer belts, like, you know, like the double driver, O's driver, there's so much to do. As this, I know he's a secondary rider, but he just goes back, and it's been so many years, quite a few years after O's. You know, you got the Meteor driver, which can use some of the Force switches. You have the Master Wizard driver, I think I forgot what it's called. He can read the rings, the rings of most, like you can cross use the rings and stuff. And then with Gaim, even the Genesis driver are not technically compatible with the normal lock seats. You can still put them in and do stuff. And then now we have Machine Chaser, and there's also Kamen Rider Mark amount. Not sure what Kamen Rider Mark's Henshin devices are, but Machine Chaser's gun can at least do some things with the drive shift cars. So looking back, this thing is very limited in playability, and for the original price, it's not really that much worth it unless you really like Birth, and you really want this to go with the O's driving right next to it. So yeah, subscribe, suggest, and comment below, because Henshin.